Welcome to the session. So today I am here to explain the second kind of binary search trees. Okay. So in the earlier session we have discussed trees and discussed types of trees also. In kind of types of trees, binary trees, we have discussed how to represent a binary trees by using an array and linked list also discussed. So in the today's session we are going to discuss about second kind of trees, that is binary search tree. Binary search tree. In another terms we are called as BST. Binary search tree. In a short form they are called as BST. Means binary search tree. So first, what is the need of binary search tree and why it is needed? So the name itself specifies that whenever we want to search an element in the tree, the binary search tree gives less time complexity. In the first unit itself we have discussed about time complexity. So right now we are again discussing about time complexity. So comparatively, binary tree and binary search tree, by considering search operation, the binary tree minimum n elements are there, n number of comparisons are required to find out the given element is presented in the binary tree or not. But in case of a binary search tree, only log n base 2 comparisons are required to check the given element is in binary search tree or not. So that's why we will go for binary search tree. So what is a BST? BST is nothing but binary search tree. So here the main focus is on search. The main focus is on search. So for minimizing the time complexity of search operation, we are going for binary search tree. So here the time complexity for search operation or an insert operation or a deletion operation is log n base 2. And height of the binary tree log n base 2, depth of the binary tree is also log n base 2. Okay, so it exhibits a less amount of time complexity. That's why this kind of binary search tree is required. In this unit, it is a very important concept. No doubt, one question coming from this concept. Okay, so and we already seen this time complexity in case of binary search also. In the first unit, we already checked different kind of search mechanisms. There, linear search, binary search, Fibonacci search. There is a close relationship in between binary search mechanism and binary search tree. At the end, we will see what is the close relationship in between binary search and binary search tree also. So the next thing is, what are the objectives of today's topic is, we need to create BST EDT for both array and linked list. But majority of the focus on linked list only. Majority of the focus on linked list only. Why? Because in your syllabus, BST by using linked list only in the concept. Okay. Next, what are the major concept or what are the major operations which we performed on BST? So before going to the major operations, first we will see what is the basic introduction of binary search tree. So a binary search tree, also known as ordered binary tree. Ordered binary tree. So here is a variant of binary trees in which the nodes are arranged in a particular order. Nodes are arranged in a particular order. What is the principle? Whenever they are asking about defined binary search tree, you need to write this one. So in a binary search tree, all the nodes in the left subtree have values less than that root node. Means root node is there. So all the left subtree elements are compulsory less than the root node. All the right subtree elements are greater than the root node. That is the next point. Correspondingly, all the nodes in the right subtree have the values either equal to or greater than the root node. Equal to or greater than the root node. The same rules are applicable for every subtree. Means it is a subtree. Here also assumed as this one is a root node. All the left elements should be lesser than the root. All the right elements are greater than or equal to root. Okay. So we will see the one beautiful example to check or to identify whether it is a binary search tree or not. Whether it is a binary search tree or not. So compare. So first 39. 39 is a root element. Compared to the 39, 27 is less, 18 is less, 9 is less, 10 is less, 19 is less, 21 is less, 28 is less, 29 is also less, 36 also less. Okay, property is satisfied here. Similarly, 39 compared to 39, 45 is greater, 54 is greater, 59 is greater, 65 is greater, 60 is greater, 40 is also greater. Okay, in the first level we have verified the property. Again, they are mentioned that recursively do the same thing. Compared to 27, 18 is less, 9 is less, 10 is less, 21 is less, 91 less. Good. Compared to 27, 29 is greater, 28 is greater, 36 is also greater. Next again you have to check in this level. Compared to 29, 28 is less, 36 is greater. Okay, satisfies the condition. Compared to 18, 9, 10 less, 21, 19 is greater. Okay. Similarly do the same thing. Comparatively 45, 40 is less. 54, 59, 65, 60 are greater. Good. Comparatively 54, 59, 65, 60 is greater. Comparatively 59, 65, 60 is greater. Comparatively 65, 60 is less. So it is a perfect binary search tree. So the condition is comparatively root node, all the left subtree elements are lesser than the root node, all the right subtree elements are greater than the root node. So next, how to construct binary search tree. It is a vast important question in this unit. Okay. So say for example, take this example. Okay. So one by one we have to do. First, this is a question. Create a binary search tree using the following data elements. Following data elements. So what is the first one? The first one is obviously first. That is the root node. So step 1, the first element is a root node. Next, step 2. So in the step 2 case, this is our tree. Okay. Compared to 39. So compared to 45, 39 is less. So as a left check. Comparatively 45, 39 is less. So as a left check. Next, step 3. So what is the tree? 45, 39. So comparatively 56, 45 is greater. Comparatively 45, 56 is greater. So that's why right check. Next, step 4. What is the next element? 12. The next element is 12. So what is the tree? 45, 39, 56. So comparatively 12, 45. 45 to compare is the 12 less. Okay, comparatively 39, 12 less. So as a left child. As a left child. Next step. So step 5. So in the step 5 we are inserting 34 element. 34 element. So 45, 39, 56, 12. So 34, 45 less, 34, 39 less, 34, 12 greater means insert as a right child. Insert as a right child. Okay. So we'll continue the same process in the next slide. So what are the elements? What are the next coming elements? 78, 32. So 78, 32 and 10, 89, 54, 10, 89, 54 and 67, 81. So these are the 67, 81. These are the coming elements. Okay. So step 6. We have to write step 6. What is the status of the tree? First we have to draw. Okay. So the first thing is 45. The next 39, 56. 45. Then 39, 56. Next 12, 34. So 12, 34. This is the status. In the previous slide, this is the status. These are the upcoming elements we want to insert. Okay, we need to do this process step by step, but here space is very less. That's why I am doing in a single diagram. But you have to write down step by step. Okay, so the next inserted element is 78. So comparatively 45, 70 is greater. Comparatively 56, 78 is greater. So insert here 78. Next 32, comparatively 45 less. Comparatively 39 less. Comparatively 12 greater. Comparatively 34 less. So as a left child. Next 10, comparatively 45 less, 39 less, 12 less. So 10 is inserted here. Next 89, comparatively 45 greater, 56 greater, 78 greater. So 89 is inserted here. Next 54, comparatively 45 greater, comparatively 56 less. So as a left child. Next 67, comparatively 45 greater, 56 greater, 78 less. So inserted. At last 81, comparatively 45 greater, 56 greater, 78 greater, 89 less. So 89. So this is the resultant binary search tree. Resultant binary search tree. Okay. So this is the way to construct binary search tree. Majority of the cases they are given for 6 or 7 marks. Okay. It's very easy. Next. What are the different kinds of operations which you have performed on the binary search tree? We know very well. Insert operation, deletion operation, search operation. Here deletion operation, 3 different cases. Deletion with no childrens. What is the node we want to delete it? The node doesn't have any childrens. Nothing but leaf node. Nothing but leaf node. Second one, the deleted element having 1 child. Third one, the deleted element having 2 childs. Okay, so we want to see these are all the operations one by one. First, deletion manual example. So we have verified how to perform insert operation by constructing the binary search tree. So we want to see how to perform a deletion operation. So first suppose I want to delete an element So delete 32. Say for example that is a binary search tree. I want to delete 32 element. So what is the resultant binary search tree? So here observe 32 doesn't have any childs. Nothing but this is the first case. Deleted element doesn't have any childs. So very simple at the time. 45, 39, then 56, then 12, 10, 34, and here no elements are there. So 54, 78, 67, 89. Simply we are removing that one. The next case, this is case 1. Case 1 means no childs, 0 childs. The next case, suppose I want to delete 56. No, not 56. Suppose I want to delete an element, say 39. Suppose I want to delete an element 39. So the 39 case is purely one element. 39. So the 39 having only one child. Okay. So what is the resultant tree at the time? So 45. 12 comes to the 39 position. So 12. Later 10. 34. The rest of the tree is same. 56. 54. 78. 67. 89. So this is case 2. This is case 2. And finally we will move for case 3. What is the case 3? 2 children. It's a very, very important case. See, verify whenever we are deleting an element from this tree and this tree, automatically binary search tree property is satisfied. Okay, no need to do any transformations and all. Here also, in this case also 45, comparatively 45, 12, 10, 34, there are less elements only. So, the property should be satisfied automatically. Okay, that is the perfect relation. So, here, one concept is in-order successor. We need to find out in-order successor. What is in-order successor? In the right subtree, minimum element. In the right subtree, find out the minimum element. Okay, and we are moving that element into the root node position. Say for example, this is our tree. I want to delete 45. I want to delete 45. So 45 having 2 childs. So this is right subtree. In the right subtree, minimum element is 54. Try to observe. Definitely the right subtree minimum element having either 0 childs or 1 child, not having 2 childs. No doubt at all. So in this case, 0 childs. So the 54 is moving to this position. The 54 is moving into this position. Okay? Sorry for the interruption. So whenever we want to delete 45, so the 54 comes into the root node position. So here 54. Next 12, 10, and here 34. Here 56, 78, 67, 89. This is the resultant tree. The resultant tree automatically balanced. Comparatively 54, these are all less elements. Comparatively 54, these are all greater elements. So this is one option in order successor. Another option is in-order predecessor. In-order predecessor means try to find out the maximum element. Try to find out the maximum element in the left subtree. Try to find out the maximum element in the left subtree. That is called in-order predecessor. So right now we want to see what is the code for this. What is the code for this? So how to write a search function? How to write a search function for this? This is an algorithm. This is an algorithm. So by using this algorithm, we are writing the code. We are writing the code. Okay. So first, here return statement is there. So so how to write a code for this? So initially we know how to declare a node structure, but anyway, once again I am repeating the same. So for writing the node structure, so class BST, BST is nothing but binary search tree. So here we need to declare a node structure also, class BST node. Class BST node. Here it contains two different fields. One is int data and another one is BST node star left comma right. BST node star left comma right. Why? Because here each and every node consists of left subtree address, data and right subtree address. Left subtree address, data, right subtree address. So first, so whenever we are finding search, the search function returns node address. Suppose it returns null, it specifies that element is not found. So for that, so the node type of memory is BST node star. This is the return type. BST node star. So this is the return type. So search is the function name. Search is the function name. So here sometimes you may be pass the starting node address as an argument. Starting node address as an argument. So BST node star. BST node star. Say some H. That is an argument. And what is the element we want to check? That is also argument. That is also argument. Okay. So first we need to check. So what is the algorithm specifies? Tree of data means starting node. Starting node address is in H. So first we need to check H of data is double equal to X. R, logical R, say suppose H equal to null. In both the cases, what happens is return H. In both the cases, what happens is return H. So, in other case, means element found case. In the element found case, H will be returned. Element not found case, null is returned. Okay? Next, else if, what is the condition? So, comparatively X, we need to check the element is lesser or greater. Okay? So, what is the root element here? H of data. So, comparatively H of data, X is less, means we want to move in the left subtree. We want to move in the left subtree. So, here we need to write like return search of H of left, comma X. x. In another case, suppose else, this is not case. So we need to find right subtree. So return of set of h of right x. This is the set function. Very simple function. So element is found the case, h will be returned. Element not found case, h value null will be returned. Suppose element is not, means some more elements are there, we need to move in the left subtree. Elements are not higher than the root node, we need to move in the right subtree. So for the next insertion case. So in the insertion case also we are doing the same thing. Void insert, void insert. So here we need to pass BST node star h comma what is the element currently we are inserting. So we know one general thing is whenever we want to insert an element into the binary search tree, so first we need to create a node. We need to create a node. The node is a one kind of BST kind of node. So for that, BST node star T. So we need to create T. T is a some temporary pointer. So first, I am not allocating the memory to this node. Just I am invoking create function. Create function take care about entire thing. Okay. So if first the h double equal to null means that it is an empty tree. H double equal to null means it's an empty tree. So what to do is simply here t is equal to create of I am passing x. Create function creates the node type and returns the starting node address. Okay. So then I am assigning that node address into h. Another case. Suppose else if. Suppose h is not null. We need to check. Okay. So x less than h of data. Means we need to move in the left subtree part. So insert of. So what to do is h of left comma x. H of left comma x means we need to move in the left subtree. So the element is inserted in the left subtree part. Another case. Suppose this is not the case. Means we want to move for right subtree. So h of r comma x. This is the insert function. So with the help of recursion, we can easily write the codes of particular binary search tree. So this is the last case. We will discuss in the next session. So summary. So here, what are the concepts we have discussed? Here is, so the first thing is, what is a binary search tree and what is the need of it? We have discussed. So binary search tree. Second one is, what are the principle of binary search tree? BST principle we have discussed. Later, how to construct a binary search tree. Binary search tree construction we have discussed by taking an example. Okay, the next BST operations we have discussed. BST operations are discussed. So finally, at last, the binary search tree implementation. So in the implementation part, so I defined search function and insert function is also discussed. So these are the topics we have discussed in this session. So in the next session, we will go to discuss about how to write a code for delete operation. How to write a code for delete operation. Thank you.